A new play by a Saint Lucian theatre lecturer is putting the focus on the struggles of Saint Lucians to live free in a world designed to keep them dependent and exploited. The play, ME TO MON REPOS, takes place in the 1790s when Saint Lucian freedom fighters expelled the British and won their first emancipation, at least for a year. Dr. Weeks is a theatre lecturer and coordinator of the Theatre Arts Unit at the University of the West Indies St Augustine campus and the son of theatre legend Alan Weeks. He focused the play not on the history of British versus French, but on the personal struggles of 18th century Saint Lucians who were striving to live their lives inside a turbulent, racist and exploitative environment that saw them as less than human.
Take Me to Mon Repos is set, that famous period, 1794 to 1796, that turbulent period in St. Lucian and Caribbean history. It's set within then 4 characters. So you have a planter and his wife, and then you have a Negmaon freedom fighter and his woman, his betrothed, if you like. Their lives become entangled and complex, if you like, because Bernelle, who is the woman of the Negmaon, she is the house slave of the planter and his wife. So she stays on the plantation. Bouiga, the freedom fighter, he used to belong to that plantation, so to speak, but he's now leading all the insurrections and so on.
Mon Repos is not one of St. Lucia's indigenous Negmawa hillside settlements like Olio, for example. Rather, the author used the semantic meaning of Mon Repos as a strong symbol of freedom.
Bouiga always comes back to Bernelle, partly because, or mainly because, he's trying to get her to go with him, because he wants to establish a new life, start a new life at Mon Repos. And he has this dream of creating a family there with her. He really loves her. And so he wants to rescue her but she is, hesitant because it's safe there, in the plantation. And she's worried about all those wars happening there. As you know, there's the British and the French fighting. There's a Negmaon between. So it's very, very, very horrific out there. And so for her to make her way from the plantation to Mon Repos, she finds very risky.
The play draws several parallels between the struggles of the freedom-fighting Negmawa ancestors and the struggles that Caribbean people face today.
The fight was to maintain your soul as to who you are, your skin color, your culture, your cultural forms, was to hold that, resist anyone telling you that your utterances are bad, your color is bad. Resist that. But at the same time, you had no choice but to adapt to those historical forces, powerful forces around you, whether it means forcing you to learn English or learn French or go to the Catholic Church and baptize and you had to adapt to those. But if you loved yourself, you were not going to lose your love and respect for your mother, your father, your grandmother, their skin color, what they taught you, the values they taught you. That kept your ancestors, your music, the rhythms that kept your ancestors, that kept them alive, that kept their spirits alive. You're not going to lose that.
The book, which is available locally and online, contains both English and Creole versions of the play. Through rich storytelling and profound themes, the play serves as a testament to the importance of adapting to the world while staying true to yourself in face of threatening compromises. For Choice News Now, I am Dyrud Lionel.